What's up guys, I'm back for another video, and in today's video it's going to be the start of a completely new series, and this series is going to consist of new games. It's inspired by GSPlays' new game series, but this will definitely be going into depth and trying to complete all the games that I can, or new and upcoming games that I see on the rise. So today's game is going to be Run a Restaurant. It's made by some of the same people that made Pet Simulator, My Restaurant, and Pets Go. The big games team, they sadly left and they started a new games company, which is the creator of this game. But I'm just going to show you a little bit around My Restaurant. So I've played a little bit on my main account, but we have my main restaurant right here. I'm pretty much maxed out in the game. Here's my main restaurant. I have some farms in the back. I have some corn, and then I have my farm over there, and then I have storage over here. So this is what a maxed out farm looks like. I'm going to be starting over on a completely new account and going over everything that is needed to try and beat the game and try and get as maxed out. This is going to be a multi-step series, but this is going to be the start of a new series because of me wanting to explore other games. This does not mean in any way, shape, or form I'm going to stop making videos on Skyreacher, but I think for right now it'd be fun to explore some other games and make videos on them. Without further ado, let's hop over to the other account. Okay, I've just landed on this new account, and this is going to be the start of the tutorial. It says welcome, let's seat the first customer, and then it will go to its seat, take the order, and then you're going to go to the order stand, and then you're going to come cook it. So this is the first meal. It's a rice dish. It's the first possible meal you can make, and then you got to deliver it to the person. One tip I did have, and then you got to pick up this. One tip I did have for starting out this game on my main account is it was Taco Tuesday, so there was a special quest I could complete for 5,000. The best one's definitely the waiter. Cooking's really easy, but the waiter will take care of getting the order and letting them at the door. But yeah, and then my waiter over here is going to take the order, and I can go seat that customer. So I can start cooking. So then it will come up on my little bar, and then I can cook it. Same thing here. And then we have a regular customer, so this is going to give increased cash, I believe. And for the amount of friends you have online, it gives you a cash boost. Since I have my main on, of course, it's going to give a little bit of a cash boost. Serve. Okay, I have my first quest. So quests are really important because it gives you free money, and then eventually it will give you expansions and other unlockable things. Now I teleport to the shop. It says, hello, GS Cooks Food. What can I help you with? I would like to see what you have for sale. I bought a wooden chair, and it's like Grow Garden stock, so not everything's always in stock, and different quantities are in. So I can come place this. Let's put it at that table, and then place a wooden chair. And claim some money, and I've got to clean these dishes since I don't have a cleaner yet, so I can have more people cook some food. Okay, I've just completed a quest, cooked 3 meals, so that's pretty nice. It's going to go ahead and reward me 45 service XP and 25 cash, and then now I've got to earn $100, which I can get from the cash register, of course. Okay, grabbing a dirty dish, and I put it, and I got my clean 3 dishes. So you get 20 cleaning XP and 20 cash. And then here's another one. And here, now I have $107. I can go ahead and hire a cook. So now all I have to do is pick up these dirty dishes and drop them off. Because my cook will cook the food, and my waiter will get the orders and let people in. One big thing is you got to make sure you have a good sink, or you have to have many sinks, because these sinks take a lot of time to rinse off your dishes, so you can't always have a ton of dishes. So there we go. I went ahead and claimed myself a table. I will put this right here. That looks good. And cook. I'm gonna come and help. Okay, now I can manage and hire a cleaner. So now technically this is all automated. It's not very efficient and not very money making, but now I hired a cleaner and got some XP and some money. But there's basically the overall summary of the game. But then later on, I'll get into farming, and then there will be animals unlockable here. Okay, one big thing I kind of mentioned earlier, but haven't mentioned a ton. The more friends you have online, the more cash you get boosted. And then you also have your daily login. So for logging in daily, I got 100 cash, which is pretty nice just for logging in and playing the game for the first time. Another thing I have is the settings. You can manage having gifts. You can have your restaurant open or close. You can teleport to the shop. I typically keep this off because it's a lot easier to have it at my house. And this is just hiding a lot of stuff for lag purposes, in my opinion, but I don't really struggle with that. So I can just, if you turn off the teleport, you can just open the shop and here it is. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase a few chairs, and then I'll put them at my table. So I'll put 2 here, and then I'll make that a table of 4. Okay, so I just completed a quest and a started quest came up and it's earned $200. This allows me to unlock farming, which expands eventually into new recipes and stuff. So I'm going to go greet that person and I'm going to continue to work up to $200. I'll put it in a 2x speed so you guys don't have to watch the entire thing. But I'm basically just going to cook food, serve it, and wash some dishes. Real quick, I'm going to buy another sink so my other one doesn't run out. So I'm going to place it right here. And then I have 2 right there. And then $30 for buying a rusty sink as well. Okay, I've finally gone ahead and gotten myself enough cash so I can claim that, and I can go ahead and unlock the farming expansion. So I believe it costs $250 to buy. Yep, right there. It's $350, not $250. And now I can start harvesting wheat and other crops. Good work harvesting crops. Let's serve better recipes which pay more money. You go to manage and recipes. You can enable and disable things except the rice. The rice is always there, based on if you have enough crops or if you want to sell it. Okay, I have gone ahead and liked the game, so I can claim my free gift. This is a little bug. There we go. It'll let me do it. I will add it to the favorites of this account. And I went ahead and got myself a basic stove, a rusty sink, and then a wooden chair and a wooden table. So I can add this chair onto this, and then I can work to add another table set soon. Just put it right there. And help my chef cook some more stuff since I don't have another person for my staff. Okay, I've just gone ahead and harvested 5 wheat. And I'm currently working on the wheat so I can get my 3 orders of bread done. Okay, I gotta remember to keep harvesting wheat because it does not grow on its own yet until you hire your farmers. So make sure you keep doing that so you're not running and wondering why you don't have any bread. And I've also gone ahead and joined the group, so I get a free gift for that as well, which gets me a retro sign. So I will go ahead and place that around right here. I think's good. And then there it is, and it tells me, so I've had 670 cash and then 55 customers. Okay, and I finished my 3 orders of bread. So went ahead and got myself some cooking levels, and then just gonna continue to farm and stuff. Okay, one of the other things that is important to do is when you have enough, you can upgrade to get more stuff. So the bruschetta costs $38, so it's a lot more worth it in money. Another thing that is important is knowing the growth duration, because then you can know that you should have less wheat since it's faster and since it's not needed as much in the later crops. I'm going to go ahead and harvest this, and then go ahead and plant this, and then I'll grab 4 wheat and leave the extra, so I have, actually I'll just have all of it, but just make sure that you don't have too much, because another big thing is having your fridges, because they only have a certain amount of space and they upgrade the better of the fridges you have. So that's another important thing. So if I go ahead, wrong button, and I head over to appliances, I can buy a rusty fridge, so it extends my storage to about it should be around 60 now. Yep, since that's 30, but the higher you get, the more storage they give you. Okay, my tomatoes have gone ahead and grown, so I can go ahead and do this. And again, the quests are really important to complete. The regular customer is just a customer that can spawn on top of all of these customers. It's just a random chance. Earn $500. Serve 3 orders of tomato soup, but you just gotta make sure you have the ingredients. Typically, they only serve, or they only want rice when you don't have enough ingredients for other things, which currently is the case. I did go ahead and buy some more tomato crops to plant. Okay, I have decided to change up my layout a little bit. My cook, or my chef's still going to stay in here. And actually, I'm going to move his order stand right here so he only stays in that space to compact it a little bit more. And then my waiter is going to just have the sinks and stuff right here so he doesn't have to walk all the way around and stuff. So I will move these and shift these over a little bit, but just so he's not walking as far. But yeah, and then we're going to harvest some tomatoes and wheat. Okay, I just finished my first day. I served 74 rice, 12 bread, 5 tomato soup, and then 1 bruschetta. And I ended up getting $1,086, and they give me 163 bonus dollars. One thing, I also got the regular customer, so went ahead and completed that quest. Okay, I got myself 500, so I can now hire Mitchell, and then complete that quest. But now he's going to go outside and automatically collect these ingredients. But it's important to have a fridge out here so he can just go and deposit right here instead of having to go all the way to the kitchen and deposit it there. Okay, another thing I forgot to mention, guys, is around the map there are these little gnomes. So I will come out with a video or a short right after this video of how to find them all. But here's one right here, and I will go ahead and collect that during the video. But this is a super good way to get extra increases. Okay, I have gone ahead and completed 3 whole quests, so I can go and claim all of these, getting myself a ton of cash in the process. And I got myself some dark wood tables. Right now, I do think it's actually better if I head over to the... Sorry, right here. If I head over to the shop. Another thing, if you have extra things, you can sell some stuff. So if I sell both of these, I can make $100. And then if I sell my old rusty stove, I can also sell that. And then all this stuff and get $275 to put towards something else. like potato crops if I can afford those. And then I just hold on to this. If I come over to farming, yep, I can afford some potatoes. I went ahead and unlocked myself baked potatoes and fries. And then it's asking me to buy a decor item, so I will buy the little tiger lily right here. And then go ahead and claim that. Buy 3 potato crops, so if I go back in here and buy 2 more, I have that complete. And then I have to harvest 10 potatoes and cook 40 meals. Okay, I am going to go ahead and disable the bread, since that's a really cheap item, along with, actually I'm not going to disable the tomato soup yet, but I will disable the baked potato, since fries are way more expensive and they are 5 potatoes, so why waste them on the cheaper item? I will plant a little bit more wheat so I can get more bruschetta. Okay, I have gone ahead and bought myself dishwashers to upgrade these sinks. I will say, from now on, dishwashers are way better. Even though you have things like the double sink right here, its dish capacity is 5, versus this one's 4, and this one's 18 seconds versus 19 seconds. But the best thing about these is the dishwashers, at least the lower levels, not the best one. These dishwashers only take up 1 spot, whereas these take up 2, and this one only has 1 less disk capacity and takes 1 longer second. So it's way more worth it to get multiple of these than get multiple of these, which will take up more space. Okay, one more thing you guys should look at is if you go into your skills and then you go to rank, you can see that the max customers I can have is 22. And currently I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need to get around 8 more seats so I can have the max amount of seats possible. So there we go. And I'll just continue to upgrade this as the video goes on. And like I said earlier, all the things you don't need, you can come over to the shopkeeper and sell it for around half price, I believe. And there we go. I just made myself $150 for sinks that I'm not even using. Okay, I did go ahead and harvest 15 wheat, so I got 100 cash, more land, and then 300 XP. So it does show me my land expansion upgrade, so I can go ahead and delete this wall, and eventually I will expand out into this area. But it does cost myself $1,250, so it will be a minute. But you can go ahead and buy yourself things like flooring, which is what they use for the basic one, along with all these different doorways and stuff. Okay, I've ran into a problem right now. My fridge is full, which means my storage capacity is too high, so I've got to go ahead and sell some wheat, which means I will go ahead and buy a better refrigerator. So right here, a basic fridge, I'll buy one of those and swap it out for the chefs in here. And the fridges do automatically like transfer from one to another, so it doesn't really matter what fridge you're using. Okay, as I finish off this video, I want to show everything that I've accomplished. So I've completed 32 whole quests. These are my stats so far. 5,000 cash, and then 206 customers. This is what my farm's looking like. So if you follow somewhat of what I showed you, you should be somewhere around this right now. And stick around for the next video. We have everyone here, and we have an abundance of wheat and tomatoes, or at least we have quite over enough. So everyone's ordering bruschetta, which is getting me a ton of money. So, and I also have all these stoves to cook. So to finish off, I'm going to claim my 1,000 cash from like my 1,000 cash quests, and then I'm going to go buy more land. And this will expand on the next video. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. As always, have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Again, guys, this is just a daily reminder to like and subscribe to the channel, because it does help me to come out with more posts and videos. Plus, it's completely free, and it helps motivate me to do better and make higher quality work.